This week's cover story was a profile of a DACA student named Eduardo, who wants to be a resource for other dreamers at the University of Oregon. He talked about his experiences as a DACA recipient and student at UO, and his advice for other students based on those experiences. He runs a successful thrift business and encourages other dreamer students to take chances. The story also discusses programs like the UO contracting with an immigration attorney to provide free legal services to DACA students. The photos for the cover were of the subject on campus. The first one I was thinking about was of him standing in front of the Lillis Business Complex. The UO logo is behind him. I really like this photo because the subject isn't looking directly into the camera, so it looks a little bit more candid. And it also has the O, which quickly signals to the reader that it has to do with the student's connection to the school. I didn't use this one because of the size of the cover and how the O would be cropped if I were to focus on the subject like I wanted to. I also didn't want the O to take up too much attention when I made the photo a little smaller. I tried placing the text on either sides of the subject, but I didn't like how it was broken up, so I decided I would keep it together for the remaining covers. The next photo I considered was of the subject looking straight at the camera. I really like this one because of the details you can see in his face and his content expression. The lighting was also really good because there weren't any harsh shadows or difficult parts to see in the photo. I ended up not going with this one because it was harder to tell that it was of a school, which I felt didn't show as much of the student part of the story. I also wanted to look at other photos that showed more of his body, because the blue color from his shirt was the theme color for the story on the inside cover spread. I ultimately went with a photo of the subject standing in front of a building. The lighting was good to where you could see his face, and you can also see the blue on his shirt. I wanted to have something in the background to signal that this was on campus at a school to incorporate that student aspect of the story, so I really like that you can see the building in the background to the right. I think this photo represents the story well because the focus is on the subject and the photo is of a person, which we really like at the Emerald, but it also shows the school and that this is a college student. Hopefully UO students and those in the UO community will see this cover and recognize him as a classmate, a friend, or that this is their campus and this is one of their peers. The inside cover spread also contains information about resources online and on campus about organizations, healthcare, scholarships, contact information, and other support for DACA students. When people see this cover, they will hopefully be compelled to look inside and see all of those available resources and read his story, and gain a deeper understanding about being a UO Dreamer student.